Allow your intelligence to see clearly without the usual roles and stories. Somewhere right now there is a stage, bright lights, on screens, in halls or out in the open. A microphone, 1,000 eyes fixed on that person standing there. They could be a singer, an actor, a politician, a spiritual teacher, an expert, anyone performing a role. And they have spent years, sometimes decades, polishing their act, refining their image, learning exactly how to hold your attention. They stand there, receiving applause, collecting praise, counting the reward that comes from being seen. And you sit there, watching, admiring, comparing. You might think they are free, that they have arrived, that they have found something you have not. But look a little closer. They are just as caught as you. Because while you spend your life watching them, they spend their life needing you to watch. You measure yourself against their performance, they measure themselves by how many of you are watching. Two sides of the same circus. You pay in time, money, attention. They pay in years spending perfecting a character, hoping it will be enough to stay loved, respected, remembered. You pay to watch movies carefully designed to double or triple their profit. Stories scripted to keep you in your seats, believing you are part of something alive. You give your attention to speeches built only to win your votes, to headlines crafted to keep you clicking. All of it a business of attention and money, not life itself. But remember, you are not a bell on a hotel counter that gets dinged for service every time someone wants attention. And even those who promise you enlightenment or some perfect purity, notice how easily you can be shaped again. Told what to wear, how to speak, what to believe, as if wearing a certain robe or repeating sacred words or dressing in pure white could somehow make you real. But it is just another costume, another role made to look holy, to feel special, to keep you searching for what you already are. Another carefully arranged performance, meant to prove you belong, while you quietly disappear behind it. And in all of this performing and all of this watching, something priceless gets overlooked. Your own light, your own existence, your own being, your own presence. The quiet moment nobody applauds. The ordinary day nobody photographs. The raw feeling that cannot be turned into content. And maybe you have never noticed how much you bend yourself to look like them, to talk like them, to succeed like them, as if you could borrow their significance and somehow become whole. But you cannot, because the stage is never real, the costumes always come off, the applause always fade, and underneath it all, they are just another human, trying not to disappear. And so are you. This life, the one you keep postponing until you become someone worth watching, it does not wait. It does not care how many followers you have, or whether your name is trending, or how perfectly you imitate the ones you admire. This life, already flowing, already here, does not wait. While attention is lost in watching, in comparing, in performing, something essential slips by. Not because it's hiding, but because the mind is elsewhere. And when you see that, you have a choice. No one can make it for you. To simply be what you are, unpolished, unimpressive to strangers, but real. You don't have to entertain anyone. You don't have to be entertained. You don't have to prove your worth by climbing on stage or by clapping for someone else's show. Because neither role can give you the wholeness you are searching for. Not the fame, not the approval, not the borrowed significance. If you are the one watching, notice how much of your life slips by while your eyes are fixed on someone else's performance. How easily you forget that your own days are limited, that your own presence is irreplaceable. And if you are the one on the stage, notice how much it costs. The years spent hiding parts of yourself, the self forgotten to keep the act alive. How much effort it takes to stay admired, to remain relevant, to keep others entertained. Like a lion tamed to perform in the ring, you may forget you were never born to wear that costume. And if you are the one clapping, you may forget you were never born to be just an audience. Because none of this, not the stage, not the spotlight, not the spectacle, can ever replace the simple fact that you are here, breathing, beating, expressing. Life that flows through you from the very first day, never needing to cheer, never needing to beg for praise. But breaking free means seeing the habit, the measuring, the comparing, the performing for what it is, and letting it go. To simply notice yourself here, alive, unrepeatable, already enough. And don't let your life be robbed by watching someone else's show.